Okay, fantastic. So video number 2, this is the cool down. All right. So this is pretty simple. You're gonna have some strides at the end, right? So at the end of your run, you probably will relax for maybe 3 minutes. Like, whoo, that was hard. Oh my God, I'm so happy to be back or whatever. And you chill, let your body temperature cool down. So you're like just kind of walking, chilling. And then once that body temperature kind of comes down a little bit, all right, you're just going to open up the body for some strides. So on that soccer field or that football field, just do some strides down and back. Find it doesn't have to be 100 yards. It could be like 50 yards, 30 yards, whatever it is. You're just going to open up into a stride. All right. So, practicing good form, doing whatever you need to do, down and back, do like 3 strides, 5 strides total or whatever. But you're gonna stride forward. All right, and I don't know if you're comfortable with backwards runs. If the terrain is not very flat, then don't do backwards runs because it's kind of hard and you might roll your ankle. If the terrain is flat enough, do some backwards joints, kind of just pushing off. I love those. I used to love those in track. It felt so good, and you get to push off and you really open up your hips and protect your knees because your knees can get very strong and you can really get strong in those tibias because you're actually making the anterior portion of the body strong by being able to push off, right? So real fun, I love it. So after you're done doing those, you're gonna do some form walks, right? So again, those strides, 3 to 5, whatever. Form walks are really just kind of just walking it out now, right? It's almost kind of like you're doing like a sea walk. I call it, not a sea walk, but like a sea skip, like those cycles, but instead you're gonna walk it, right? So instead of here, you're just going to just walk it, right? And just kind of just practicing bringing that foot up underneath the butt and then just kind of bringing it around like you're drawing a circle with your feet, right? You got those. Just do those for a little bit, about 100 yards, not too much. You're just kind of getting used to that form and you're literally going in reverse. You're rewinding, you're cooling down, all right, winding down. After that, now we're just gonna go into the standing stretches, all right? You know most of these. For the next stretch, again, I'll go hands behind the back, chin to the sky. Everything is 5 breaths, all right, everything, right? So, right, after that, we're moving into the next one, 5 breaths, chin to the chest. Right, really feeling everything there. Again, hands come to the side, ear to the shoulder. You can kind of move around in there to find where you're tightest. And then stretch that out again to the other side, ear to the shoulder. Boom, all right. So after that, you're gonna go just looking at the spine, so T and L for the most part. All right, we're gonna reach up to the sky, really grab those arms, stretch them out. If you wanna do the whole thing like that, really stretch those out. Leaning back, and then you want to bend forward. All right. Very good. From there, just gonna spread the base a little bit. You're gonna go to the side. All right, reaching over, 5 deep breaths. And going to the other side, 5 deep breaths. Cool, from here, after you do those 5 deep breaths, again, I'm rushing through it, but just so you have a visual, okay? And I'm sliding on this carpet. You're gonna spread down the middle just a little bit. You're gonna go down to the left. All right. You do a lot of back work, so you should feel that stretch actually in your lats and in your hamstrings just a little bit. Then you're gonna switch, go to the other side. Fantastic, right? Down the middle. All right, from here, feeling good. And then after those, we're gonna go into a deep lunge split matrix, all right? So everything's forward. Deep lunge forward, knee can be on the ground or it can be straight. Either way, whatever feels good to you. You can have your toes, your back foot toes into the ground, or you can lay it flat. Whatever feels good to you, all right? From that, you're gonna switch. Right, deep stretch here, nice, switch. Again, you can lay that back foot flat, all right? You're gonna go back into that deep lunge again, but now it's a front split. All right, you're just gonna bring that leg out. You can drop that knee on the ground for whatever range of motion you actually have, and just chill. All right. I think your stretch, you should be good enough to at least put your knee on the ground like this. All right, even if that's all you can go. If you can go further, put that foot flat down and sink into it. All right. Same thing. You're gonna switch sides. All right. Be here. Foot can be flat down, and you're just gonna reach out. Just like that. If all you got is this, that's okay. But eventually you're gonna wanna keep pushing those hips forward. And that's all it is. You're going from here to here. That's all it is. All right, from there, after that, we're gonna go into a front split. All right, so after we've done those, okay, we're gonna go, right foot, whatever tucked in, one foot tucked in, other out. 5 deep stretches there. Bring one in, take it to the other side, and now we're gonna bring both of them. Right? And just going into that side split. Okay? Right in there. Really trying to keep, not the hips, I don't want the hips like back too much. But that's pretty much it. All right? Side split. Then we're gonna go on the frog stretch, AKA sexy stretch. Ain't did those in a while. There you go. All right. So from here, we've got the frog stretch. All right, feet are a little more dorsiflex a little bit. All right, and we're just gonna have the hips in line across, going forward. All right, I'm gonna stretch it going forward. You can kind of rotate in this while we're going forward. We can rotate a little bit, but 5 deep breaths. Then we're gonna come backwards. All right, like I said, sexy stretch. All right, after we've gone backwards, we're gonna bring one leg out to the side and really sink into it, okay? Then one leg is out to the side. See, there's a straight line between my hips. I'm just gonna sink into it that way. Once we're good there, bring that out and sink into it. If you ever want an extra stretch, rotate in the opposite direction of what's being stretched at that moment, right? So if I'm getting the right leg out, I'm gonna turn to the left to get a little extra stretch in that leg. This is gonna be really great. It's gonna do wonders for your adductors, all right? After that, we've got pigeon, okay? Again, like you're doing a mountain climber, bring that foot up and then across, all right? All in here. We can go 5 deep breaths there and then 5 back, opening up that chest, looking up. You're gonna feel good. I'm telling you, I've already done this stretch, this routine 2-3 times a day, kind of trying to perfect it. And man, I actually damn near healed my low back. I was like, oh shoot. All right, so going forward. Then opening up, coming back. Fantastic. After that, that's the pigeon. Then we got child's pose. All right. So just in this this low kneeling position, all right, or we can call it Japanese den, all right. So from here, we're gonna go forward, all right, nice and easy. You can use this time to stretch your arms, right, bringing those arms out to a Y position, and then pressing off with another. Look in the other direction, Y, press off in the other. However you feel, reach underneath, all these different things. Really feel good in this position, okay? After that, you're gonna come back. So after we've gone forward, we're gonna come backwards. Same thing. This, you can have different levels, right? So level 1, hands on the ground, if your knees just really tight, right? Level 2, elbows on the ground. And then level 3, I could barely get because back's still a little iffy and my quads are tight. But when you get level 3, you just pretty much lay down all the way on the ground. It can help if you actually hump forward, so squeeze the glutes to stretch that quads, and then it actually allow you to lay down without pinching the back too much. So that's pretty much it. Then we're gonna, once you're in that position, you can go left to right, do some rotations. So you can go here, not like even your 3rd and 4th year medical school, but these rotations, all right? So here and here, all right? Feel great, Okay, we're at 10 minutes. Okay, so after those, then we're just gonna go into directly down to the floor. So the stretch is gonna take, if you go through it well enough, it should only take you about 15 minutes. So 15-minute warm up, 15-minute cool down. So, and that's saying something, because technically they're usually longer in most sports, all right, especially track. All right, so from here, now we're fully on the ground, okay? We're seated. We're gonna go into butterfly, all right? So we got butterfly forward, right? You can press down here, but actually I don't want you to think so much about doing this for the adductors, because we already did that with the frogs. I want you to think about stretching forward, because this is gonna get your glute med, glute minimus, all right? And you'll feel that, especially when we start going to the left and the right, all right? So think more about the top part of your butt and how this is gonna stretch all of that, right? So elbows into the front, push, pull, all the way through, all right? So all the way through like this. Okay, once we get there, you can lean back just a little bit, just to kind of feel that. For this one, you can actually press your heels together, almost like a glute bridge, all right? And just feel that sacrum activate, okay? After we're done there, bring the leg out. And we'll go to the left, all right? 5 breaths there. Switch sides, bring the leg in, go to the right, okay? After that, we've got, what are we looking at? After we go butterfly, we go what? Hurdle, okay? So after we've done that, right, the quickest thing to do is instead of going foot in, we go foot back, all right? So now we go forward, 5 breaths, come backwards, 5 breaths, and you know the difference, right? You can have hand out, elbow down, all the way back, all right? Those are the different levels. Same thing with here, right? Making sure that foot is pointed back behind you and not dorsiflex. You want it to be plantar flex, all right? Or extended, as I like to say. And you can go here, hands, elbow, chest on the knee, all right? So those are the different levels there that you want to work towards. After we've gone hurdle stretch, we're gonna go foot to face, that F2F, foot to face, all right? So I usually go right foot to face. Now we're working on the rotators in the hips, okay? So not just going front, back, you know, flexion, extension, adduction. No, we're doing rotation, right? So gemellus, you know, sartorius, things like that, what we're working on, all right? So we're holding there. All right, switch sides. Getting that rotating. Again, this is all external rotation we're working on right now. All right, and then we're going to do a reverse 90. So we're just working on internal rotation. We're gonna put one leg down, the other one's going to be up if you can get that. If not, then just try to push off the leg to the other direction. But if you can get it up, this is good, right? And then stretch all the way there. Don't go crazy, just a little bit, all right? After that, you're gonna put this one down, put this foot up to get a nice, good internal rotation of the hip, all right? Don't go crazy, but we wanna work external, internal. Yeah, that's good. So I'm telling you, you're gonna feel good. Your whole low back is gonna be like, wow. Back, all that stuff. Let's see. After that, good. So now we've kind of greased up the grooves. Now we can go into your favorite that you like to do all the time, which is that seated side split. All right, so legs out. Okay. Again, I've been stretching all day, so that's why it actually looks kind of good. So from here, again, super easy. We're just gonna crawl it out, all right? Take a deep breath, crawl the fingers a little bit more. Take a deep breath, crawl the fingers all the way out until you can stretch as far as you can. You might not have a partner to push you, so it really helps when you just crawl those fingers out, going from just trying to get that belly on the floor. Not just even your head on the floor, really try to get your belly on the floor, all right? So from there, side split, you can pretty much go left and right if you want. You can reach to the left, you can right, you know. This is more optional because you kind of did this in some other ones, but it feels good either way, all right? After that, we're gonna go into that seated fold, which is pretty much just like you're touching your toes. It's a toe touch on the ground, all right? This one, you're gonna wanna try to get some calf stretch into it. So I think you're flexible enough to put your hands behind your foot, right? You're gonna do that. You can start off from the top, really thinking about what's happening at your spine, because if you look up, you're actually you're gonna be avoiding. It's like cheating the stretch, right? But as soon as you tuck that chin, bro, your whole spinal cord, you feel that thing stretch. It's crazy. All right. So you're gonna go from here, and you can just test it. Look up, look down, see what you feel. Go a little bit more. Look up, look down. Go a little more. You're gonna look up, look down, and you start to feel it go all the way to your toes from the backside. It's crazy, crazy. All right. So that's good. After you do that, that seated fold, you're coming from this position, all right? And you can actually go side to side before you go upward dog, however you want to do it, right? So we can go from that side position, show you on this side. We're just like this, all right? Body's flat, and we're just stretching ourselves out here. We can go side to side, and then finally roll over to go into that upward dog, all right? Nice and good. Really stretching this thing out. You can use this time to kind of stretch your hands, your wrists, whatever the case may be, however you want to do it. All right? Okay, so from here, last but not least, while we're on the floor, is kind of a calf stretch. All right? So we're coming from this position, and then we're just going up, stretching out the calves. You know what that looks like. All right? Really putting that foot down here. All right? Calf stretch, fantastic. After we've done all of those, all right, next up we're going pretty much into the arms. So yeah, just take it across. So we can go arms across, all right. And this is, at this point, you're pretty much ready to lead, right? Not that the arms are optional, but it's way more important for you to get these guys set in stone. The arms, you can do this sitting down, like, but the leg stretches are crucial. You want to take time to do those. All right, again, you can find a wall, open that up like we did on the ground, open it up, hand on the wall, making sure that your hand is ear level for the most part, because you're wanting to reach out, and you can really feel it. If it's too low, you're gonna feel your shoulder starts to rotate, and it's gonna feel weird. You're not gonna get your chest. So we're gonna go up a little higher, like that. All right, good chest stretch. And then let's see. Yeah, you know some of the other ones. Obviously the arms can be back. They can come here, you can get that tricep, or you can press down on the wrist, or you can pull on the elbow. Either way, feels pretty good. Get that tricep stretched out, especially for, you know, the fact that you're still working out and all that. Let's see, what else did I say? Spine, standing, what did I do? Legs spread out? Oh, that's it, yeah. So standing is just arms. That's pretty much it. That's the stretch, so you're good. So what was that? Oh, I got 18 minutes. I've been talking a lot, so I'm sure you could do it faster, but that's pretty much the stretch at the end. Low key, your workouts are gonna be they might start to run into some distance, into some time as you start to pick up. But in terms of your stretching, if you could probably knock it out in 10 minutes, your warm up, and then even your stretching, you could probably do in 10 minutes. You know, just finding your favorite ones. But if you